Before we get our guest, why don't you
anyway.
explain to people out there that are listening that don't know what ecstasy is? And I mean, they know what ecstasy is because they hear it by the name.
Well, ecstasy is no longer what it used to be. I mean, MDMA is the base root drug of all the sort of class of hallucinogens that are sort of called ecstasy colloquially. Molly is another now new term for that class of hallucinogen. But the reality is that MDMA is made from a rare oil from one type of tree in South America, which now is basically surrounded by guards because the tree's becoming extinct. So instead of being able to use MDMA, most of the legal drugs, as they call them in Britain, companies, is all these companies throughout Europe, especially Amsterdam and places like that, where they actually make synthetic drugs. And every time they become illegal, they change up a couple different molecules, and then they call it something else and they put it out there. One of the invasions we've seen of that here recently in the U.S. is bath salts, but now we're seeing it in different forms of ecstasy as well. So Molly is really just a marketing term for the most part. It's very rare that people actually get true MDMA anymore. In most forms of ecstasy, and there's websites if people really want to go look, that will show you all the different pills that are out there. You can actually send a pill in and they'll analyze it for you and tell you what's in it. And then they list them on the website so people can actually see what they're taking. So from a public health standpoint, I guess that's good. But from the reality is it should show people that are exposed to like a random tab of ecstasy or some powder that they're being told is Molly. Is the reality is that isn't what it is for the most part. It's normally heroin or a bunch of cuts with amphetamines, and they come up with some mixture that mimics what ecstasy used to do.